Welcome to Trouble with Tish. I am Tish and I be Trouble. And if you are a returner, welcome back. Today we have a Wear Test Wednesday with a concealer. So stick around and find out what I think about it.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat. Remember to forget.
Alright, like I said, Wear Test Wednesday, we have a concealer. It is the Good Apple Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer from KVD. Alright, let's see. It comes in 32 shades. It retails for $30 for 0.33 ounces. Good Apple Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer is an extremely long wear, crease resistant concealer with the same hydrating, lightweight, full coverage as KVD Beauty's iconic Good Apple foundation. Let's see. This is what Ulta has to say about it. KVD Beauty's iconic Good Apple foundation is now a concealer for all skin types. Undetectable feel with unforgettable coverage for under eyes and beyond. Get all the pigment without the weight. Good Apple concealer blends out easily for a natural skin-like finish. Ultra concentrated with interlace pigments that seamlessly stretch over skin for crease-resistant coverage and a brighter look. Designed with under eyes in mind, the applicator mimics your fingertip for precision and soft touch feel. Fully recyclable box and tube, 100% vegan. Key ingredients: antioxidant-rich apple extract helps nourish the delicate eye area, and raspberry stem cells provide deep moisturizing benefits for all-day comfort and hydration. And then there's consumer studies that always confuse me and never make sense. So we're just going to skip those. All right, I have mine in light 109. And this is the component. This is the applicator. For this side, I have the Morphe E15, and for this side, I have a dampened AOA Beauty Sponge. So we're going to try the brush side first. We're just going to dab a little here and dab a little there and see how we fare. That blends out beautifully. Blend a little bit over my nose just because I wear glasses, I wear sunglasses constantly, and yeah. Now, I might have to set this down, but there's massive wrinkles underneath my eyes already, as we can see. So that in itself doesn't look so bad. So let's cross our fingers and apply the other side. One there and one there. It's a little bit harder to get in here where I want it with the sponge. I feel like it blends a little better with the brush side. I'm going to use the brush to pat this out because I would rather both sides kind of look a little bit nicer. Now, let me see if I can warm this up with my finger. I feel like I'm looking a little bit ET-ish, which is not my goal. So we're going to take a little bit of powder here. This is the ZC powder. I'm going to take this brush here. As you can see, check that out. I like this powder. All right. that's gonna have to do. So we did powder it down with the CC powder that I got in my box here. Seems to have helped. All right, I'm going to apply the rest of my face, and I'm going to come back and let you know how it is applied. All right, let's go over the makeup really quickly, and then we will move on to how it applied. So I used the face primer, the Geek Out of Water Blue Tansy face primer. I used the Gerard Cosmetics eye base in Fair. For bronzer, I used the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and this one is in Tan Lines. For blush, I used the Beauty Moon Cosmetics, Moon Slice Beauty. A blush I got in Ice Cream. It doesn't have a shade on it, so it's just a Moon Slice Beauty blush. For highlighter, I used the Nomad X Stockholm highlighter in Midnight Sun. For powder, I used the ZC powder that we received in a Eyescream Beauty Box. For setting spray, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Dewy Set Spray. Cheese and rice. Alright, for my lips, I used the CoverGirl Outlast lip stain, and this is in Jazz Berry. And then over that, I used the Cosmic Beauty Tinted Lip Oil. I think it says a Ritual, but I'm not sure. But it's a very beautiful shade. For my tightline, I used the Avon True Color Glimmer Stick in Blackest Night. For my waterline, I used the Diamond Eyeliner from FMG Glimmer in Olive. And then my eyebrows, I used the AOA Slim Brow in Dark Brown. For my lashes, I used Milani High Rated Anti-Gravity Mascara. And I'm going to use the One Size On Till Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray for the top. And that seals everything all in. All right, so I don't have any complaints. It seems to have calmed down. It doesn't look as wrinkly and crinkly under my eyes. So let's hope that, let's hope that it wears really nicely for the rest of the day. Because, I mean, I can't get rid of the wrinkles and crinkles under my eye, but this seems to have smoothed them out just the slightest. And the slide is better than none. So let's hope that it wears really good for the rest of the day. So I'll be back later to let you know how it has worn for the rest of the day. So with the KVD Concealer, it hasn't done me any favors, but it didn't do me dirty either. It's kind of normally what I look like at the end of the day. Probably should drink more water. But let me zoom you in and you can see what I'm looking at. All right, so we definitely have some wrinkles and some crinkles going on. I feel like the coverage has faded a bit, and it's definitely left the inside of my lines. So I would say I will use this to cover up redness. I will use this to cover up blemishes and dark spots and all of that, but I probably wouldn't use it under my eyes. It did look good to begin with, but I mean, I'm realizing that it kind of crawled right out of those lines and left them. So I'm gonna say it's for under eye use, it's a no for me, but I will use it. I will use it for like redness correction and blemish covering and all that good stuff. So there's that. I hope that helps somebody. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. All that fun stuff is below. I hope every single one of you has an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat. Remember to forget.